Did you know your stomach gets a new lining every 3 to 4 days? Stick around, because the next 10 minutes will blow your mind with facts you never imagined. Let's dive right into the wonders of science and nature. Did you know that octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 pump blood through the gills, and the third pumps it to the rest of the body. And speaking of the ocean, a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. How cool is that? Now, let's talk about food. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. Botanically speaking, berries grow from a single ovary, which bananas do. Strawberries, however, grow from a flower with multiple ovaries. And get this, honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Nature's perfect preservative. Another mind bender. A single bolt of lightning contains enough energy to toast 100,000 slices of bread. And while we're on the topic of incredible power, the Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish, can revert to its juvenile polyp stage after reaching maturity, essentially cheating death. It's the only known creature that can live forever. Ever looked up at the moon and wondered about its scent? Astronauts who walked on the moon reported that moon dust smells like spent gunpowder. It's a fine, abrasive powder that gets everywhere. The Earth is also pretty amazing. It's not a perfect sphere. Due to its rotation, it's slightly flattened at the poles and bulges at the equator, making it an oblate spheroid. Now, let's turn inward and explore the human body and our own minds. Your brain is a powerhouse. It generates enough electricity to power a small light bulb, around 12 to 25 watts. And it does this while processing information faster than the most powerful supercomputer. But it's not just about power. It's also about regeneration. As I said at the start, your stomach lining completely replaces itself every few days to protect itself from the strong acid it uses for digestion. If it didn't, it would digest itself. Pretty wild, right? Your bones are also stronger than you think. Ounce for ounce, bone is stronger than steel. A block of bone the size of a matchbox can support up to 9 tons of weight. On a psychological note, have you ever felt like you're being watched even when you're alone? That feeling has a name, scopesthesia. It's the sensation of being stared at. And while scientists are still debating it, many people report experiencing it. And here is a thought-provoking one. Your brain often makes up information to fill in gaps in your memory. This is called confabulation, and it's why eyewitness testimonies can sometimes be unreliable. We aren't lying. Our brains are just trying to create a coherent story. Finally, did you know that smiling is contagious? Seeing someone smile activates the muscles in our own face to mimic the expression, creating a positive feedback loop of good vibes. Let's travel back in time and explore some incredible history and culture. You probably think of Cleopatra as living in ancient times. But here is a fact that will warp your sense of history. Cleopatra lived closer in time to the invention of the iPhone than to the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza. The pyramid was completed around 2560 BC. While Cleopatra lived around 30 BC, the iPhone came out in 2007. Mind-blowing, isn't it? And speaking of ancient Rome, they used to clean their clothes with urine. The ammonia in urine was a powerful cleaning agent. Thankfully, we have laundry detergent now. Here's another one you won't believe. The Vikings were the first Europeans to discover America, arriving almost 500 years before Christopher Columbus. They established a settlement in what is now Newfoundland, Canada. Let's talk about something a little more lighthearted. The high five was invented relatively recently. It's credit to 2 baseball players, Dusty Baker and Glenn Burke of the Los Angeles Dodgers, back in 1977. Before that, it just didn't exist. And here's one for the book lovers. In the Middle Ages, books were so valuable that they were often chained to the shelves in libraries to prevent theft. Imagine needing a key to check out a book. Also, did you know that the famous Leaning Tower of Pisa was never straight? Construction was halted multiple times due to the unstable ground, but they decided to complete it anyway, giving us the iconic landmark we know today. Okay, let's blast off into the future with technology and space. We often think of our world as vast, but the universe is on a whole other level. There are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. Let that sink in for a moment. And speaking of stars, our sun is just one of billions in the Milky Way galaxy. But if you could collect all the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets in our solar system, the sun would still account for over 99.8% of the total mass. It's the true king of our cosmic neighborhood. Now, let's talk about something closer to home. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. It takes Venus longer to rotate once on its axis than it does to complete one orbit around the sun. Imagine a birthday that comes before the end of the day. Back on Earth, the first ever computer mouse wasn't made of plastic. It was carved out of wood by its inventor, Douglas Engelbart, in 1964. And think about your smartphone. The processing power in your pocket is millions of times more powerful than all of NASA's computers combined in 1969, which were used to send astronauts to the moon. We literally hold cosmic-level computing power in our hands every day. And if you've ever worried about space junk, here's a fact for you. There are millions of pieces of debris orbiting Earth, from old satellite parts to flecks of paint, all traveling at incredible speeds. All right, let's wrap up with some fun and downright weird facts that will make you say, what? First up, sharks are older than trees. Sharks have been swimming in our oceans for at least 400 million years. Trees, as we know them, only appeared about 350 million years ago. Imagine a world with sharks, but no forests. And speaking of animals, a snail can sleep for 3 years. They can enter a state of hibernation to survive unfavorable conditions like drought. Now for a sweet fact, the blob of toothpaste you put on your toothbrush has a name. It's called a nurdle. Go on, try using that word next time you're at the dentist. Here's another one that's hard to believe. Wombats, the cute, cuddly-looking marsupials from Australia, produce cube-shaped poop. Scientists believe this helps them mark their territory, as the flat-sided cubes don't roll away. And what about a creature that seems to defy logic? The platypus is one of the few mammals that lay eggs instead of giving birth to live young. It's a strange and wonderful mix of traits. And finally, ever wonder why pirates wear eye patches? It wasn't always because they were missing an eye. By keeping one eye covered and adapted to the dark, they could see instantly when they went below deck, giving them a tactical advantage in a fight. It was a clever life hack from the high seas. And that's a wrap. If your mind is as blown as mine is, don't forget to hit that like button. Share this with a friend who loves cool facts, and subscribe for more amazing content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.